If your document layout uses justified paragraphs, you know that if you press Shift+Enter, it can lead to some odd spacing between words and characters in the paragraph. This quick tip shows you 2 quick ways that you can avoid this problem. Many people use justified paragraphs in their documents. These types of paragraphs align both the left and the right edges of the text in the paragraph, much like what is done in many books and magazine articles. In fact, you can see that on the screen, I have a paragraph that is justified. It extends from the left margin all the way to the right margin. You can verify this by placing the insertion point in the paragraph and then looking at the paragraph group on the Home tab of the ribbon. If you use this type of paragraph formatting, you may have noticed that when you press Shift+Enter to enter a manual line break, Word forces the line to the full width of the paragraph. For instance, I'm going to place the insertion point at the very last line down here, and then I'm going to press Shift+Enter. Notice what happened to that last line. It justified all the way from the left margin to the right margin. Needless to say, this can look very strange and ruin the appearance of the text. You can avoid this problem, however, by making one quick configuration change. We want to jump over to the Word Options dialog box, and then we're going to click Advanced at the left side. Now I'm going to go all the way down to the very end of the options here, and we see this section that says Layout Options. Take a look at this option right here. Don't expand character spaces on a line that ends with Shift+Return. I'm going to choose that, and then I'm going to say OK. You can see that the last line in that paragraph looks just fine because Word did not expand it. This setting controls the default behavior for line breaks. If you don't want to change the default, there is another approach that you can use. I'm going to go ahead and jump back over to the Word Options dialog box, and we're going to choose Advanced again and go down to that same setting that we looked at just a minute ago. I'm going to clear that so that we're back to normal. And when I click on OK, you can see that that last line is again justified all the way from the left to the right margins. This brings us to the second way to handle this type of problem within a Word document. All we have to do is position the insertion point just before that manual line break. Now watch what happens when I press the Tab key. Notice that everything justified to the left on that line. The manual line break is still there. In fact, we can verify that by clicking on the Show Hide tool to see that there's the tab and there's the manual line break that we inserted there just a few moments ago. What Word did was to make the line with the tab left aligned, ignoring the justification alignment that had been applied to the whole paragraph. So there you have it, 2 ways to use manual line breaks in a justified paragraph. You can choose the one that best works for your installation of Word. I hope that you found this quick tip helpful. If you did, you might consider signing up for the free Word Tips newsletter. I send it out every Saturday. It's free of charge, and you can receive it in your inbox. Information is in the notes just below this video. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today.